Hey, what's up, guys? Tuki here, back again with another episode of my Montreal Canadiens franchise mode series right here on NHL 18. And today, after nearly free falling out of the playoffs, the Montreal Canadiens are back in the postseason as the 8th seed, and we'll be taking on the Carolina Hurricanes, the 49-win Carolina Hurricanes in the first round, and rightfully so. I'm a little bit nervous. Of course, we started off the last episode with me, expressing my love for this team and how badly I wanted to succeed with this team. And it went downhill oh so quickly. We end up trading Alex Galchenyuk, which could really hurt our postseason run here, although, of course, long term, he wasn't going to be around for that much longer anyway. I was hoping he would snap out of that overall free fall. Another free fall. He had his own personal free fall. I was hoping he'd snap out of it long enough for us to find success, and then, of course, we get rid of him, and Josh Norris, was the successor to him in the top 6. That's happened anyway, which is, again, a little bit scary because you could argue the bottom 9 isn't as good as it could have been if we had a bit more time to prepare, but I will put my faith in Melker Karlsson to step up here on the third line in this postseason. Perhaps the biggest question mark right now, of course, is our defense. Samuel Girard is in due to the injury to Noah Juleson. Although, you could argue the biggest question mark is this man right here, Carey Price. He should be our biggest asset, but in our last 2 postseason runs, he has arguably been our biggest liability, finishing with an .895 in the 2018-2019 season, and then 2 years later, finishing with an .880 save percentage in 10 appearances. Needless to say, at 34 years old, now is the time for Carey Price to figure out his game and to find that postseason success before it's too late. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at some stats here before we start simming this series. Accidentally hit the calendar. I always do that. Again, that's what happens when EA changes around the menu. It's just muscle memory to go to where the calendar is now. Anyway, what I wanted to take a look at was the Hurricanes' power play and penalty kill percentage. And you know what? We can take a look at goals for as well. So goals for per game, we actually had a better average in them. Quite a few teams over the 3 goals a game mark. We were one of them. Carolina is at exactly 3, so not too big of a difference. Goals against, we were at a 2.77. They were at a 2.55, so defense and goaltending is apparently on their side. Power play percentage, we had them beat ever so slightly, a 20.5% mark for us, 19.3 for the Hurricanes, and then the penalty kill is in our favor as well. 83.2% for the regular season. They were at 80.7. Yet, of course, despite that, they, managed to get the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. We're in so much trouble, aren't we? I'm trying to hide it. I don't want to sound too optimistic. I don't want to sound too scared because, it's just, the game listens to you. I swear it does. It has its ways. Even if you, somehow, some way, through my microphone, EA is tapping into my computer to listen to me speak right now in real time, and they're affecting my game as I speak. I swear I'm not going crazy. Anyway, the Hurricanes lineup. Top line of Jeff Skinner, Victor Rask, and Teuvo Teravainen. Not too bad. Obviously, a very capable line offensively. Second line is Elias Lindholm with Artem Anisimov and Gustav Nyquist. All right. Third line of Sebastian Aho with Jordan Staal and Jimmy Vesey. Fourth line, Valentin Zykov with Martin Nakash and Julian Gauthier. That is an interesting team. A good mix of players you'd expect to see on the Hurricanes at this point, and a good mix of players like, Anisimov, Nyquist, and Vesey. Bringing some solid reinforcements to the team. That is, oh boy. All right. The defense, top pairing, Noah Hannafin and Justin Falk. That is That is a confidence ruiner, if there ever was one. Jacob Slavin is with Jake Bean on the second pairing, and Hayden Fleury is with Cody Franzen. Cody Franzen being your worst defenseman, I suppose it could be a worse situation. No injuries at the moment. 3 healthy scratches, though. Yanni Kuokkanen, Alexi Sorella, and Bo Bennett. The goaltender is Scott Darling, 82 overall, with Callum Booth as the backup. Right, what do you say we get down to business here? I have confidence in my team still, but not much confidence that we're going to win this series. Who knows, man? Who knows? We'll also be paying attention to the Laval Rocket. They're playing the Belleville Sens in the first round of the playoffs. Yet again, of course, both teams have made the postseason. We'll see, though, if we can find any success. So let's go ahead and sim the first period of Game 1 in Carolina. And we get the opening goal. It's Josh Norris, just under 6 minutes into the first period. We were outshot 11-4. So far, so good from Carey Price. And we were, of course, able to get that goal. That's going to be pretty helpful, I'd imagine. Second period, we're not able to hold on to the lead. Teuvo Teravainen and then Julien Gauthier with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the period. It's a 2-1 Carolina lead, out shooting us 22-12. 12 shots through 40 minutes. I'm not too impressed with our team right now. We'll see if we can get our offense going here in the third. We are going to need to. Can Scott Darling outduel Carey Price? That's the question. And we are 8 minutes away from finding out that fact, or whether or not that is fact, at least for Game 1. I'm going to be a little bit off my game in this episode. I do apologize. And apparently, we're going to be a little bit off our game for Game 1, as the Hurricanes are able to get the job done. They outshot us 33-20. Great game for Carey Price. Can't blame him, but the offense unable to really get going and unable to get to Scott Darling, aside from the Josh Norris goal. Carey was actually the first star of the game. No surprise there, but Julien Gauthier with the game-winning goal. Oh, and the Canes take Game 1. That is concerning. We will keep the team the same. Unfortunately, the Rocket also lost Game 1 of their series. I'll keep the team the same for the moment. But if we lose Game 2, we're going to have to make some desperation changes to our lineup. But for now, we will move forward and we'll hope for a better result in Game 2. First period, can we get off to a good start yet again? Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. I was a little bit worried, in case you couldn't tell. Elias Lindholm gets the opening goal only for Kasperi Kapanen to tie it 42 seconds later. 7 shots to 6, so we managed to outshoot him, which is pretty nice. And Darling got beat from a pretty terrible angle. We're tied at the end of the opening 20. Second period, we're not tied anymore, are we? Jimmy Vesey and Noah Hannafin make it 3-1. Thankfully, Gallagher, 34 seconds after the Hannafin goal, is able to get us back to within 1. 17 shots to 16 in their favor. 3-2 on the board as we start the third period. An early power play chance is killed off, but then they strike immediately after. Julien Gauthier scores. We continue the trend of answering quickly. Jonathan Drouin gets his first. 8 minutes to go here. We're still trailing by a goal. Can we tie this game? Yes, we can. Kasperi Kapanen, please hold on. Thank you very much. We have life. Kasperi Kapanen. I know some people weren't sold on me picking him up for this team. It's working out right now, at least. We have tied this game 4 goals apiece as we head to overtime in Game 2. And we need our big-time players to step up. Max Pacioretty, Gallagher, Drouin. I could sit here and name the entire team. Jesse Puljujarvi. It'd be great for you to score right about now. Can we win it? Come on, we're over 5 minutes in. Come on, we need this game so badly. We really do. Somebody, anybody, I'm begging you, find a way to get the winning goal, please. We're going to double overtime. Whew, double overtime in game 2. They're making us earn it, but we are going to earn it nonetheless. I'm calling my shot right now. We will win this game. It's going to end early, like it always does in double OT. Maybe not. We're 5 minutes in, and then... Brendan Gallagher. I called my shot. Thank you for not making me a liar. Gallagher with the overtime winner, the double overtime winner. And the Habs are on the board. 5-4 victory in game 2. 3-point night for Gallagher, 3-point night for Kapanen, and a 2-point night for Noah Hanifin. Impressive performance for him. But we are able to get the job done, and we have tied this series up as we head back to Montreal. Norm Jenks, though, goes down to a concussion for the Laval Rockets. So again, their defense is looking a little bit weak, although they were able to win game 2. So both teams right now with a 1-1 record so far this postseason. I did say I was going to make changes to the team if we lost. We managed to avoid that situation. So we'll keep the team the same for game 3. Let's get right into it. On home ice, can we turn Bell Center? Can we turn the Bell Center? The center. Can we turn our home rink? How many words can I use to describe it? Make this damn building a fortress is what I'm saying. Defend home ice. Make the most of it. Please. First period of game 3, and that's not as bad as it looked for a second. I don't like the two logos being, they're similarly shaped. They're not exactly the same, but sometimes it can be tough to tell, before, when it's blurry and everything. Still, point being, Kasperi Kapanen gets another goal. Teuvo Teravainen was able to tie it. Second period, that is much better, though. Brendan Gallagher strikes again, and Max Pacioretty gets on the board as well. It's a 3-1 lead heading into the third period. Just about even in shots, but we've been able to get to Scott Darling so far in this game. Let's go. Third period, 20 minutes away from... I don't even dare say it right now. We'll wait. We'll wait until it's fact. We're 10 minutes away. Josh Norris makes it 4. Oh, baby. You know what? I'm confident now. We're not going to blow it. No chance in hell. We have taken a 2-1 series lead. Can you believe it? We have a series lead against the Hurricanes. I'm a little bit shocked, to be honest. I thought when I had to trade Galchenyuk that our chances of playoff success were pretty much gone. But so far, so good. 3-point night for both Gallagher and Kasperi Kapanen. Gary Price with a .964 save percentage is doing his job so far. And because of that, again, we have the 2-1 series lead, as do the Laval Rocket. They're 1 win away from moving on. So things are looking pretty good for this franchise as a whole right about now. And we will jump straight into game 4. Why wait? Why delay? Let's do this. Let's keep this momentum up and take that commanding 3-1 series lead back to Carolina for Game 5. First period is a great start yet again. Josh Norris living up to the hype, at least that, that expectation that I have for him so far. So good here in his rookie year. And our second line right now is killing it with Gallagher, Norris, and Kapanen. We were outshot 12-10, but we have the lead at the end of the first period. Can we add to it or at least maintain it? I have no idea what the hell that was. My dog might have knocked something over. I'm not going to go yell at Emmy, but I am going to be a little bit, I'm going to wait. I'm not even going to go see what the hell she just knocked over. That's fine. Who cares? This is more important than whatever the hell my dog just might have broken. Second period, third period, second period. Lost my train of thought. Let's sim it, and oh my god, that's why you don't get up. I just punched my desk. That's okay. That's why you don't get up when the good times are going. You sit here and you enjoy the moment Who cares about what's broken in the other room? I'm sure she broke something. Who cares? We have a 4-1 lead at the end of the second period. Victor Mete, Melker Karlsson, and Max Pacioretty. Justin Falk did get the Hurricanes on the board, but it's 4-1 as we start the third period. We are 15 minutes away from having that 3-1 series lead that I just talked about. Make that 10 minutes away. I said let's make home ice. Let's make the Bell Center a fortress. For games 3 and 4, we did just that. Back-to-back 4-1 victories at home. Carey Price, your first star. 32 saves, a .969 save percentage. 2.9 for Pacioretty. Victor Mete gets on the board with the goal. And Montreal has a sweet 3-1 series lead. I'm trying. Can you tell the hesitation in my voice to get too excited about this? I feel like it's there. The Laval Rocket are moving on. Wow, 3 straight wins for them as well. They lost game 1 by the score of 5-2, but then outscored Belleville 9-1 over the next 3 games. Michael McNiven stepping up in a very big way. What a job done by that team, especially, of course, as we mentioned, with the injuries they are currently dealing with on defense. So we know that the Laval Rocket are moving on to the second round. The question is, will the Habs be joining them? Game 5 in Carolina. I'm not even going to say, well, I will say it, but whatever. I'm not even going to allude towards the fact like, oh, it's okay if we lose this one. We have other chances. No, we are ending this right now. Again, looking for the big players to step up, looking for Carey Price to shut that door, and we'll see if he can do just that. First period of game 5, and there we go. The offense continues to deliver. Brendan Gallagher scores 25 seconds in, and Matt Dumba, our defensive leader, also gets on the board. We were outshot 12-6, but we have the 2-0 lead at the end of the opening 20 minutes. We still have a long way to go, but that is a tremendous start. Second period is scoreless, which is tremendous for us. 25 shots to 15 in favor of the Canes, but we are just 20 minutes away from ending this series. Power play chance early on for Carolina is killed off. Unfortunately, though, they score not too long after with Jacob Slavin getting them on the board. 8.5 to go. Do we need an insurance goal? Or can Carey Price shut the door? 3.5 to go. Can we hold on? Please. Yes, we can. And it's a little bit of redemption for Carey Price. The Montreal Canadiens have won this series in 5 games. Another first-star performance for Carey. 31 saves, a .968 save percentage, a 2.9 for Darnell Nurse, and, of course, Matt Dumba with the goal. So, interesting. Goalie and our top defense pairing as your 3 stars of the game. Wow. It's just setting in again after the free fall known as February. We managed to still sneak into the playoffs, and now as the 8th seed, we have eliminated the Carolina Hurricanes in 5 games. Are you kidding me? Not to mention, of course, again, the Laval Rocket also moving on. Both teams will be in the second round in the next episode. What an accomplishment. What an effort from some of these players, especially that second line. I mean, we're going to look at the top line here first. Pacioretty with 3 points in 5 games. Not bad. Shockingly, though, a minus player. 4 points for Jonathan Drouin. Puljujärvi, no points. Now, I know what some people are going to say, like, oh, change him to playmaker or sniper. We know he can score as a two-way. We witnessed that last year and this year, for that matter. 71 points in 82 games and then 49 points in 57 games. Here's the thing. We still won in 5 games without one member of our top line scoring. If he gets his scoring game going and the rest of the team can continue to play at that level, oh my God, are we going to be tough to beat? That second line, 8 points in 5 games for Brendan Gallagher, 5 points for the rookie Josh Norris, 9 points in 5 games for Kasperi Kapanen. He has 3 shots, 3 goals. What an absolute monster. The third line, no scoring from Frolik, 1 point for Philip Deneau, 1 goal for Melker Karlsson. So again, if that third line gets going, how much more difficult does it become to eliminate us then at that point? The fourth line, unfortunately, really struggled in that series. Same story, though, for them. On defense, I mean, Nurse and Dumba has been a great pairing for us ever since we've made those drastic changes. 3 points for Darnell, 2 points for Matt Dumba, both plus players. Quentin Hughes with 2 points. He was a +3. No points for Shattenkirk. A little bit surprising. Victor Mete with the lone goal as his only point. He was a -2. Sam Girard, though, 3 assists, a -1. So, couple of concerns. But again, having won in the first round so convincingly, we don't really have to worry about it. Now it's just more optimism. It's not, oh my God, what if they don't get going? It's, oh my God, what if they get going? How good are we going to be? And speaking of good, Carey Price, .946 save percentage. The only real blemish was we lost game 1, but that wasn't his fault. Game 2, he gives up 4 goals. I mean, what an effort in the first round for him. I mean, he had a .916 save percentage in the regular season. His lowest mark, essentially in his career. Well, 2012-13, you could consider him a starter. And it pretty much tied 2011-2012. So, all right, maybe not the lowest mark in his career, and even 2010. But without a doubt, the lowest mark in a season. Of course, we are in year 5. So right now what I have highlighted, in year 1, he struggled. Years 2, 3, and especially year 4 in the regular season, he was great. Last year, he started to dip a little bit again, and of course, we've talked about his efforts in the postseason. Now, of course, year 1, right here, we went to the Cup. So, just saying. Of course, that was that 1 year that we didn't make the postseason. A tremendous effort from Carey Price. Speaking of tremendous efforts from goaltenders, I knew he'd have a great save percentage. Michael McNiven. We gave up a little bit to get him back after losing him on waivers. He had a .952 save percentage for this team. Niilo Hallinen ended up, I think I've called him Nico before, but Niilo Hallinen with 1 appearance, but he had a .931 save percentage. So the goaltending's been tremendous for the AHL team. Of course, right now, they are a little bit banged up. And actually, you know what? I think I would prefer to kind of spread out the wealth there and have Salo on the second line. But despite that, let's see, Simon Bork with 3 points, not bad. So not much in terms of offensive contributions from the defense, but Farabee with 4 points in 4 games. Heinote did all right. Justin Williams, of course, the veteran on that team with 3 points. Preston Garlock did well. Vesalainen did well. Oscar Mahler was fine. I mean, Jesus, like pretty much everybody had 3 points. I was waiting to see if one player was kind of the dominant force of the team. Not so much. Just all-around scoring and incredible goaltending, which you could almost say the same thing for the NHL side. But again, it was mainly that second line and Carey Price that carried us to victory. And now, as we look to end this episode, let's find out who we will be facing at both the NHL and the AHL level in the next episode, as Norm Jenks is going to be back for the Laval Rocket. That is huge for them. So we'll get him back into the lineup again. That is a massive moment for that team, as we'll see who the Rocket are playing in the next round. 3, 2, 1, the Binghamton Devils. All right, now here's the thing. We're going to have to sim up to this point. We're actually going to have to sim game 1 with the Rocket before we find out who the Habs are playing. So let's go ahead and do that. And unfortunately, it's a loss in game 1. 3-1 final there. We're going to have to sim till to Sunday. And we still don't know who the Habs are playing, so we're going to sim game 2 as well. That is a victory, though, so that series is tied. The question now is, who are we facing in the second round? Of course, we are in the Metro half of the bracket. 254 win teams battling it out. That is crazy. That should be a really good series. It is tied up to 2 games. But the question you want the answer to, who are we playing? Let's find out. 3, 2, 1, and it's going to be, God, it takes forever to load. It's Pittsburgh. All right. Montreal and Pittsburgh in the second round of the playoffs. Of course, we'll take a look at the Penguins lineup in the next episode, but it's Colorado, Dallas, a battle of Alberta, Calgary, and Edmonton in the second round as well. Pittsburgh beat Washington in 7 because, of course, they did. And then the other matchup in the East is Florida and Philadelphia. Interesting. Tampa loses in the first round to the Panthers. Damn. Well, guys, this was a hell of an episode. It went a lot better than I was thinking it was going to, and I am very, very grateful for that. But we have another challenge on our hands in the form of the Pittsburgh Penguins in the next episode, and again, it's at that point where I'm nervous to stop simming because things are going so well for us. Last time I said that, we ended up in freefall, so we'll see what happens in the next one. Until then, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you have not already done so. Give me a follow on Twitter and Twitch, or if you haven't already. Links, of course, to those 2 platforms are in the description. Told you I'd be a little bit off my game, but hey, I'm doing what I can. Never promised perfection. All right, guys. That'll do it. Have a good one. Take it easy. I'll catch you later.